Bitcoin cuts through the 94K resistance like butter, and we almost get to 98K. Is there more upside, or will there be resistance and more downside coming? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 3:50 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 97,400. And before we do the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade I gave you guys yesterday. After we blasted up and we were around the 94K range, I told you guys we're going to flag out the 1 hour here, and if this move plays out, we're probably going to hit the measured move of about 95,600. Not only did we hit that, but we went as high as 97,950. So congratulations on whoever took that trade. This is a big win for the FlexCandle community. All right, so let's start off here with the weekly chart, and as we can see here, we finally got through that 80 moving average, which was at 92,428, and like I've been telling you guys, we're going towards this 50 moving average. Is currently at 101,422. The stochastics RSI are low. We have a lot more room to continue going up unless we could roll over. It looks like we might be able to test that 50 moving average. Now, once we hit that, it's hard to say if we're going to blast through that or if we're going to get rejected. I'm going to think that maybe we will get rejected. Let's see what ends up happening, but I wouldn't oppose the idea that maybe we could get through it. And again, if we could close 2 or 3 weeks above the 50 moving average, we might be entering the bull market again. As long as we stay under the 50 moving average, I have to favor the bear market. But right now, everything's looking good. We have 4 days and 4 hours before this candle closes. I've seen this before where, you know, we could even tap the 50 moving average and then we wick all the way back down to the 80 moving average. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we have to keep that in mind. I did have this in a bear flag, and basically we're breaking out of the bear flag right now, but we can't assume anything until this candle closes on Sunday. We head over to the other time frames on the 5-day chart. This candle closes in 1 day and 4 hours. We got all the way back up to the 21 moving average. Right now this is looking good. If we could close above the 21 moving average, this gives us more bullishness. We still have room here on the stochastics RSI. On the 3-day chart, we are toppy here on the stochastics RSI. I was telling you guys, as long as we can stay above this 200 moving average, we have a chance to continue going up. We were able to do that, and look at this green engulfing candle. This candle closes in a day and 4 hours as well. This looks like it wants to make a run towards the 50 moving average, and that's currently at 102,532. On the 2-day chart, I've been telling you guys how this is a double bottom. This kind of looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom, and pretty much the measure move has played out. We made it above the 50 moving average at 96,850. Now it looks like we want to go and test that 200 moving average, which is at 101,095. Stochastics are toppy, but they look to roll back up, so this is looking bullish as well. On the daily chart, we still have a lot more room here in the stochastics RSI to come up. We got past the 80 moving average. We're testing the 100 moving average at the moment, and after that it's going to be the 200 moving average at 106,064. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys is it's possible we make it to this 200 moving average at 106,064 on the daily and still close under the 50 moving average on the weekly. That's also possible. So it looks like we might be making a run there. We have a lot more room, and we could also drag here for a while. So I told you guys since last year, I felt like January would be a month that we would pump to at least 97K, possibly close to 100. We already hit the first target of 97K. Let's see if we can make the second target towards 100 or more. Now on the 22-hour chart, we're starting to get towards the top of the stochastics RSI. We tapped the 200 moving average here exactly. If we could get above this 200 moving average and start closing candles above it, that gives us a better chance of going towards the 200 moving average on the daily. And the 12-hour chart, same thing. We're touching the 200 moving average as well. Let's take a look at the 10-hour chart. Here we're starting to get toppy. We blasted through the 200 and the 21 moving average. We are far from the 21 moving average. Now that we're toppy, we might have to drag here sideways a little bit and let the 21 moving average catch up to price, or we might have to come down to the 21 moving average. That's currently at 92,061. 8-hour chart, also toppy. We're far away from the 21 moving average. Now the 4-hour chart to me is the most important chart. That tells us a lot of what's going on. We're toppy here on the stochastics RSI. We're starting to roll up. It looks like we might go here sideways, might make another hump, and we might make that move towards 100K before hitting resistance and coming down. Right now the 21 moving average is far away. It's at 93,188. So if we do have one more move, it's going to be one more, and then from there I feel like we would go sideways or come down to test this 21 moving average again. On the 1-hour chart, stochastics are toppy. We're looking to roll over. We're not too far from the 21 moving average. Now, like yesterday, I would have to flag this out right now, and this is going to give us the next possible move. So let's see what the measured move would be. Now, yesterday we were so bullish that we didn't even finish flagging out completely and we blasted up. Maybe the same thing will happen this time around. The measured move to this does take us us to 100,467. So I'm anticipating that this could be the next move here. The stochastics are on the way down. We might come down, test the 21 moving average, and from there blast up. So look out for this to be the next measured move. I'm expecting 100K. Let's see if we could do it. And then on the 15-minute chart, stochastics are halfway up. Looks like we still have room to continue going up here. This kind of looks a little double topish here. We do have some bearish divergence on the stochastics RSI, but as long as we could stay above the 21 moving average, we're bullish. That's at 97,227, and we have support here on the 200 moving average at 93,858. I think that we will use the 94K resistance now as support. As long as we could do that, we have a clear path towards 100K. If we lose the 94K support and we get rejected again, then that changes things, and then, you know, we'll have to go and probably retest 93, 90K and stuff like that. So let's see what ends up happening. I'm thinking that 100K is next. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.